Will the House please come to order and members kindly take their seats? Good afternoon, everyone. In lieu of a devotional today, will you please join me in a moment of silence? We have a bill on the notice calendar requiring referral to a money committee pursuant to House Rule 35A. House Bill 801 is an act relating to approval of the adoption of the charter of the town of Waterbury, materially affecting the revenue of a municipality. The bill is referred to the Committee on Ways and Means. Members, we have received a request to read a House concurrent resolution that the House and Senate adopted pursuant to the consent calendar. HCR 144 is a House concurrent resolution designating February 8th, 2024 as Farm to School and Farm to Early Childhood Awareness Day at the State House. Please listen to the reading of the resolution.
Acts and resolves number 24 established the Rosso McLaughlin Farm to School program to award local grants for the purpose of helping Vermont schools to develop relationships with local farmers and producers. And whereas the Rosso McLaughlin Farm to School and the Vermont Farm to Early Childhood programs enable students to eat foods that are more healthful and more nutritious than those that they might otherwise consume, and they create economically advantageous partnerships between Vermont's farmers and local schools. And whereas in 2019, the latest year for which the data is available, 17.3 million meals were served under the auspices of the program, and over 100 Vermont farms were participants. And whereas 89% of Vermont schools and 56% of early childhood programs purchase at least some of their food from local farms, and whereas 2023 Acts and Resolves number 64 established the local Universal School Meals Program, which expanded the opportunity for Vermont students to consume food products originating from the state's farms. And whereas as a result of the Farm to School programs, farmers in Vermont adopt more environmentally friendly practices, and youngsters are encouraged to develop lifelong healthy eating habits. And whereas today, February 8th, 2024, Rosso McLaughlin Farm to School program participants are speaking with legislators to share the important economic, educational, and health impacts of Vermont Farm to School and Farm to Early Childhood programs. Now, therefore be it resolved by the House, the Senate, and House of Representatives that the General Assembly designates February 8th, 2024 as Farm to School and Farm to Early Childhood Awareness Day at the State House, and be it further resolved that the Secretary of State be directed to send a copy of this resolution to Vermont Feed.
Are there any announcements? Member from Barnard.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Vermont has been a leader in the nation in connecting our students with farms and our vibrant local food system. It's been so touching to hear the positive experiences that students have had planting school gardens, visiting local farms, and cooking food from produce that they grew. Joining us today in the balcony are champions of the Vermont Farm to School Network, who are here for the Farm to School and Farm to Early Childhood Awareness Day at the State House. It's truly inspiring work. So would the House please join me in providing them with a warm welcome.
Would the guest and member from Barnard please rise and be recognized? Are there any further announcements? Member from Burlington.
Madam Speaker, I'd like to invite members to join us today at 5 p.m. on Zoom for a meeting of the Working Vermonters Caucus. We're going to hear from a variety of labor organizations, including Migrant Justice, the American Federation of Teachers, AFL-CIO, the AFSCME, LIUNA, the NEA, VSEA. We're going to be hearing about matters ranging from the PRO Act to a constitutional amendment that's being discussed in the Senate, and other issues affecting the workers of Vermont. And although we're not going to have food because it's on Zoom, we will have a retro comical greeting that I will create on Zoom like we did in the old days of the pandemic. So maybe that'll get you to come. All right, thank you.
Member from Bethel.
Madam Speaker, today I have a guest in the balcony. She first fell in love with the Vermont legislature in 1976 when she had the honor of serving as a legislative page. Her interest led her to Johnson State College, where she majored in government studies and was advised by Vermont's longest-serving Vermont legislator, Senator Bill Doyle. When Richard Snelling was governor, she stalked these very halls of the Capitol and reported on the legislature's doings as an intern with United Press International and News Radio Vermont. Shortly thereafter, she met a long-haired Bethel boy, and life took her in other directions. But when her husband was elected to the Vermont legislature in 2020, she was probably more excited than he was. So this year, for her birthday today, she requested that she spend the day at the legislature with him. Madam Speaker, please help me welcome my wife of 32 years, Amy Danley White.
Will the family member from Bethel rise and be recognized? Are there any further announcements? Seeing none, orders of the day. Members will begin with House Bill 666, which is an act relating to escrow deposit bonds. Please listen to the third reading of the bill.
H 666, an act relating to escrow deposit bonds.
The question is, shall the bill pass? Are you ready for the question? If so, all those in favor, please say aye. All those opposed, please say nay. The ayes appear to have it. The ayes do have it, and you have passed the bill. Next is House Bill 751, which is an act relating to expanding equal pay protections. Please listen to the third reading of the bill.
H 751, an act relating to expanding equal pay protections.
The question is, shall the bill pass? Are you ready for the question? If so, all those in favor, please say aye. All those opposed, please say nay. The ayes appear to have it. The ayes do have it, and you have passed the bill. Members, that completes the orders of the day. Are there any announcements? Seeing none. Member from Poultney, can you please offer us a motion to adjourn until Friday, February 9th at 9:30 a.m.?
Madam Speaker, I make a motion this body stand in adjournment until Friday, February 9th, 2024 at 9:30 a.m.
You have heard the motion. Are you ready for the question? If so, all those in favor, please say aye. All those opposed, please say nay. The ayes appear to have it. The ayes do have it, and this body stands in adjournment until tomorrow.